on? Ah! Oh, the colour looks fucking crazy. Can you hear me okay? Hello? Hello? It scared you? What scared you? Do you like my hair? It's different. Hello! Thanks, Nicole. Bonjour, Raptor. Thanks, Cemetery Goth. Hello, Brandy. Hey, Judy. Hello, Catherine. Oh, you like it? Yay! Oh, Becky, thank you. Hey, spooky sis. Hope you're having a great week. Many spooky, squishy hugs. Oh, thank you so much, Becky. Squishy, spooky hugs back. I don't know, it's been like, the weather's been so fucking dismal. It's been like, today's the first day the sun's come out in like a week. And I'm now expecting the rest of it in this dark box of a room with all the with a blackout curtain on the window. Roger Casey, finally on time. Much love from Philadelphia. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. No, well, I'm not on time. I'm late, but that's what I do. Not on purpose. I'm just late for things all the time. But it's good to have you here. Huh? Welcome. I can't help but just feel extremely naked without any false eyelashes. Like, I can't seem to get used to Harley Quinn vibes. Really? You mean like the OG Harley Quinn, where she actually looked like a Harlequin? Which was way cooler. Oh, that's so cool, Brandy. Really? It rained today, Abigail. No, it's rained so badly here the last like few days that there were evacuations. Like, it was pretty serious. The color on here is so fucking weird. It's making my, like, I don't know. I know it looks different for you than it does for me, the color, which is super annoying, but like, makes my lips look weird. Natasha! Oh, thank you very much. Hey, thanks for the pics. I was hoping you could be here so I could say thanks very much for sending the bikini pics. I was like, shit, woo, woo, woo. I wish I looked that good in something that strappy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Natasha. It's really good to see you again. Oh, hello, Louise. You like the hair? It's pretty bright, isn't it? I don't know how well you can see the colour on here properly, but it's called neon red. So it was like the brightest red I could find, and I did it sort of spontaneously. Oh, thanks, Hudson. It's like, I don't know. I really just feel very naked without eyelashes on. I just heard a weird noise. No extensions. I've actually done a very shit job of my hair today. I just sort of floofed it very quickly. It's all long at the back, so it's kind of different. Laurie! Oh wow, thank you so much, Laurie. Wow, that's really kind of you. Have you got like a thing to say? Or are you just being nice? Thank you so much, Laurie. Wow. How are you? You good? It practically glows. Yes, it does. Thank you so much. Oh, Becky! Some love for the fucking awesome hair. Thanks, Becky. I'm really glad you like it. What type of lashes are my favourite? So far my favourite is it Rouge and Rogue or Rogue and Rouge? I always get I get confused. But that brand. They're probably the nicest lashes I've ever used. They're really long. I also really like the Black Moon Cosmetics ones. They were great, but I think like Rogue Rouge, Rougey, Rogue, that brand, I don't know. They I think they were probably like, they're like really long and soft. Lovely. Goths are cool, I think so. Not all of them, but most of them. Thanks, Diana. Munisa, I only did it like 2 days ago. Day before yesterday. Alex, wow, thank you very much, Alex. Oh my goodness, I'm going to fan myself a wee bit. This is not the fan I would have chosen. I wanted to find me red one, but I don't know where it's gone. Wow, Alex, fuck. Woo, thank you so fucking, thanks very much. Woo, goodness gracious me. Also, have you got anything to like ask or say, or are you just rocking up and being really nice? Thank you so much. Hey, oh, thank you so much, Diana. Sanguinariox. You've helped me find a lot of new gothic music artists. You're one of my favourite YouTubers of all time. I love you. Oh, thank you so much. Hey, I love you back. Oh, I'm really, there's a lot of competition. There are a lot of people who do YouTube now, so that's like, it's a pretty big compliment. Excuse me while I scratch my nose. And that is one of the things I try to do. I try to introduce people to new music. I know I got a lot of people into this band that you've just been hearing in the background now. She passed away. They're just so good. I hope I can do like a wee interview with them or something one day. I met them actually, kind of by accident. I met them on a boat at Amphi Festival, and I didn't know if they spoke English. They do, so that was really good. And they're smart and very nice chaps. So hopefully one day I can talk to them properly. That'd be really cool. Ask them some questions. In Paris, I couldn't tell you the name of the song that was just playing because it's in Turkish. Roger Casey, thank you very much. Can we see your rings? Yeah, I just sort of chucked on some random rings, just because my fingers were feeling a wee bit fat, so I couldn't get on all the ones I wanted to wear, but nothing special. This one I really love. I wear this one all the time. They're all from... Actually, no, they're not all. That one's... these two are Alchemy Gothic. That one's really old. I've had that one for more than 10 years. As you can see, 3 of the 4 stones have fallen out. It's got a wee skull in the middle of it. And that was a really cheap one from like Dresslink or something years ago. That one I got at a festival. That's my engagement ring, which I can't get off because my fingers got too fat. Yeah, I mean I have a lot of very beautiful rings. They're all overseas with all my other belongings because fuck my life. No amber, I've never dyed my hair purple. I've never wanted to. What a cozy chat here. Hey, it's a black cat. Yes. Hello, Barbie. And Alfredo, greetings from Chile. Hello from New Zealand. And you're having a bad heat wave, Sarah. Fucking really? And wildfires. Shit. City of the Shadow Seas. Thank you so much. Yo, Black Friday. Hello. I recently, as in like an hour ago, made a creepy instrumental music video. It's called 1950s Shadow City Rain. That sounds cool. Like you just did that. I really like the sound of that. A creepy instrumental music video. Sounds like a kind of small art film or something like that. And thank you very much, by the way. That's really cool. I mean, are you uploading it somewhere? Like, will you be putting it on YouTube? Will we be able to see it if we want? You do that sort of thing often? I love making music videos because you can do anything. They can be as weird as you want. One angry boy. Thank you very much. Happy Friday. Wishing you and Mr. L well. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. One angry boy. Biggie T bands got announced. I think they're just basically like using the same bands who were supposed to have been playing the last couple of years, yeah? Ben Law. Oh, thank you very much, Ben. How did you learn to do eyebrows? Any tips? Just started to shave yours, and Lord, it does not look great. Much love and stay cool. I guess it's just practice, really. I still don't feel like I do my eyebrows very well. Like, if I look back on like videos or pictures from a couple of years ago, I'm just like, holy crap, what was I thinking? For a while there, they were getting really high. They were like up here, because I hadn't let them grow back for such a long time. I sort of didn't realize anymore where they were. Because I'd give, just as part of my like washing my face routine, I would like take a razor blade to them as well. Shaved eyebrows aren't the best idea for everybody. Some people just super don't need to, but I've got like white blonde eyebrows, so you don't really notice them anyway, and basically taking them off just makes it easier to put makeup on. And so I don't know. I guess it's just practice, really. Yeah. I think the thing to do is to sort of start like where your eyebrows naturally start from, and go along like the bone. Like you should have like a brow bone there, and some people say that if you want to get them starting in the right spot, go up from like the very corner of your eye, and that's a good sort of spot to start them from, but looks quite natural. Oh, thank you, Geddy Lee. Thank you. I know Lacuna Quail, but I don't know them well enough to say whether I'm a fan or not. I don't know what you're talking about, PB Time 2. It's already up on your channel, City of the Shadow Seas. Okay, so I'm assuming that's your name on YouTube, City of the Shadow Seas. Nice name, by the way. Nice and romantic sounding. Hang on. Oh, that's really good. So we can hear that already. That's excellent. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. That sounds super cool. That sounds super cool. Sophia Hernandez, do I like Soap Returnus? Yes, I do, very much. Can I say LGBT rights sanguinarius? I think it'd be nice. There you go. LGBT rights. Well, yeah. I mean, there you go. By the way, it's definitely not body fluids of any kind. It's not dodgy. I don't know. I feel like just treat everybody the same, unless they're a cunt. You know, doesn't matter their sexuality or religion or where they're from or their ethnicity or whatever. Treat everybody kindly, unless they're an asshole, in which case don't talk to them at all. That's my my 2 cents on rights and people in the world. Be nice. Eleanor, how is my upper body, pal? Makeup? No. I've said this. If they're an asshat, it's free game, right? If they're an asshat, they're asking for it. Well, you see, I'm a ginger. I'm a redhead, so naturally, I don't tan. I just get really freckly, like. So I've shown you my arms before. My face used to look like my arms do now, like really, really freckly. Yeah. So I'm basically a milk bottle with freckles everywhere. But there are no freckles on like my torso or whatever because there's plenty like, you know, sort of around here and there. I can fucking see them. They're not like dark freckles, but they're there. And but like my back and torso and that has none because that part of me never sees the sunlight. Austin Green. Oh, thank you very, very much, Austin. Is there a certain red wine I prefer over others? Well, I don't mind Cabernet Merlot. I'm not really a red wine fan. I'm much more of a white wine person. I like sweet wines rather than dry wines. I like dry cider, but I like sweet wines. So I'm more of a Riesling, Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Gris fan. But as for red wines, Cabernet Merlot. I have had some very nice red wines before. I wish I knew what this one was. I had this one at a tasting once and it was bright ruby red and it was beautiful. I never know what it was. Hello from all the way in Barbados, Marie. Wow, cool, Barbados. Hello from Paraparaumu. You're a musician. You play guitar, ukulele, and piano. Currently, you also sing. You're a goth mermaid. Oh wow! So that's an apt name then. City of the Shadow Seas. You're a shadowy sea person. What? Oh no, what? What's wrong? Spam? Oh, okay, spam. Okay. Hang on. Can I see it? I think I can see it. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, it is spam. Why are there several people spamming the same thing? What are they even talking about? They're all bots. I don't usually get bots on YouTube very often. No. Have I seen
It happened quite a lot early on, remember?
Did it? I don't know, I don't remember. I wish I could play guitar. I can play piano, kind of. I taught myself, but drums are my instrument of choice. I've recently purchased an electric drum kit. Hey Toful, oh thank you, I'm glad you like it. How do I keep foundation on so well without worrying about sticking to everything and ruining everything? Well, basically the thing to do I've found is not to put it on very thickly. I did always used to use grease paint. That's not advised, especially in the hot weather. Grease paint's fine if you sort of... a milk bottle of freckles, you feel that. It's a good description for you too. Yeah, I remember like, I think the first time I wore shorts, like, I remember like wearing shorts to go visit my dad and he was like, ah! People are like, Jesus Christ, warn me first. Like, you know, fucking being blinded by fucking legs. Oh, Artichiza, sorry, I don't know how to say that. Well, here I get to drop my cool thing again. What do I think of the movie What We Do in the Shadows? Well, Mr. Owl and I were in that film, so naturally we love it. But also, it's fucking hilarious. We recently finished watching the series of it, finally, and it kind of got better. Like, I was a bit doubtful about the start of the second season. The first 2 or 3 episodes I thought they were a bit not great, but the ones after that got like really funny. They got better and better. But yeah, we loved the movie. Like, it was great. Everybody should see it, and look out for us in the masquerade ball scene. Mr. L gets his own close up, and I'm just sort of hovering around in the background drinking blood. Where do I find inspiration for my novels? You're trying to write poetry and sometimes don't know what to write about. Nimbretto Tenuvial? I'm sorry, I've mashed that. I'll finish what I was saying just before One Angry Boy as well. Basically, I don't know, when people say, where do you get your ideas from? The correct answer, I suppose, is my brain. But, well, I'm really inspired by history. I spend most of my free time learning about history. I'm a nerd in that respect. I love history, especially the 17th and 18th centuries. I find them absolutely fascinating, and I try to learn everything I can about that time period, and yeah, just stuff that happened then and people, and but also, like, I don't know, I've always been quite a macabre person, and I like making up stories. I've always liked making up little stories and things. I do a lot of writing that I've never shown anybody, and maybe I never will. I just do it as like a hobby. I will eventually finish something so you can see it, or find say that, okay, this is satisfactory, I can show it to other people. Well, Ricardo, the superior goth bird is naturally a raven because bats aren't birds. The bats are pretty super. Anyway, Angry Boy. Basically, the thing I know about putting on foundation and getting it to last, don't wear too much of it. I like to smear it on kind of thinly these days with a good setting powder. And a trick is a good thing to do is to use a good quality primer. Not necessary, but it does help. And you really want a good quality setting spray. I've just been using I've got from like L'Oreal, I guess. I think it's L'Oreal, I don't know. Obviously the best one I've ever used is Urban Decay, because Urban Decay is amazing, but it's like really expensive. So, especially here, like, holy shit, Urban Decay costs a fortune in this country. Oh, Judy, well, I'll eventually... I've actually been doing a lot of work on my novel, my first novel project. I decided that I would do something really, really hard first, in order that everything after that would seem easy, and it has been way too hard, and it's taken me years. I finished it. It took me 5 years to write, and then I decided I didn't like it, so I biffed it, and I started it all over again from scratch. So I guess you could call it wasn't a second draft, it was a complete rewrite, completely different. Like, I brought dead characters back to life, and I changed a lot, and I'm sort of redoing it. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of... Well, I felt kind of stuck on a couple of points, but I've become unstuck on one of them very recently, and I've been doing some restructuring of the beginning, so I'm feeling really good about it. Selena, thank you very much, Selena. You like sweet wines too, sometimes a good Merlot. Excellent. Well, maybe one day we can have a wine together. Have a wine. Wouldn't that be lovely? We can have some... What about rosé? That's kind of halfway, isn't it? Rosé can't decide if it's a red wine or a white wine. Not many people actually like rosé, though, I don't think. I don't particularly like rosé. Hello, Sabinian. Hello. Cinema Strange? Yes, very nice band. Anon F 1993. Hello from Nottingham, UK. It's 5 in the morning. I love watching you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Anonymous F 1993. Hello from Nottingham. Hello from Wellington. A place named after the good Lord Arthur, Duke of. Lovely. Hello. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you so much, and I hope we're not depriving you of sleep. I understand last night I was, oh fuck man, I tried to I couldn't sleep, you know. I went to bed at 10 p.m. being like I'm so tired, and then I couldn't fall asleep for 6 hours. It was awful. You know when you're like too tired to do anything, but you're also like your brain's too active to sleep, and it's just bullshit. Crimson, you got your panic attacks under control, thank goodness. Oh well, yes, thank goodness. That's great news, because fuck panic attacks. Mead is better than most wine. I agree, I love mead. I just say it's a very different type of thing. I like both. Hi there from the Philippines. Hello. How's the Philippines today? Is it Kano Productions? Is it you? Are you responsible for the bots? Is it out of control or something? No, Quentin, I did not hear that. I haven't been following his case, so. Oh, Candy! Oh, thank you, Candy. Thank you so much. That's really sweet. Love black cats, as I always say. Always need more black cats in our life, in our stream. Oh, getting a fucking headache. Absolute bullshit. It's largely to do with my not being able to sleep last night. No particular reason, just my brain was like, I'm awake now. And you know, do you ever get like that your eyeballs get, like your eye sockets or whatever, just get really tired from like trying to be closed for ages, and you end up like sore all around here? I don't know. I don't usually have sleep problems. You adopted a black kitty recently, comfy sofa. Oh, how lovely. I've just remembered what I dreamed about. I dreamed that I was visiting somebody and they had 2 kittens, and there was a sort of purpley grey kitten and a black one, and they had, one was called, the wee grey one was called Silky, and it was something to do with seals. You know, I'm pretty sure, isn't there like some kind of Scottish folklore about seals, that they can take, like some seals can take human form, and they're called silkies? I don't know. I don't know. I think my brain was sort of weirdly incorporating that into a dream that didn't really make sense. It was somehow a kitten, but it was also a seal person. It was named up. Yeah, silkies. I've heard selkies, but also silkies. I've heard both. I thought that selkies was like something different. I don't know. I've heard both. I've definitely heard both words. A woman could summon one by crying into the sea, David. Well, I'll have to give that a try next time I'm in the Highlands. Thanks, Brian. Your dreams lately always have a little girl. What does it mean? What's the secret of Rowan Inish? Oh, Alicia. Oh, thank you so much, Alicia. Loved you from the Bitty and I. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm doing okay, apart from a sore head. Fine. Also, hello, Lilith. Good to see you. Yeah, no, I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well. So much love back to you, Alicia. Blackheart. I'm just like, I can't decide. I just did my hair really quickly today because I was going to wear a hat. I actually got it sitting beside me. I bought a new hat yesterday for $7. I love going to, we love to do second-hand shopping, and there's a few quite good second-hand shops here. And I've scored 4 hats in like the last couple of months from second-hand shops. Pretty select out here, and they're always like under $10. You know, it's pretty sweet. Your void kitty's name is Omen. Also, hi. Hey, that's a great name, Omen. It's nice and well, ominous. How long does the makeup take? About 20 or 30 minutes. Any brands I've been loving lately? All I can think of, really. I haven't done any, I haven't been able to do any online shopping because I'm in fucking New Zealand. So, And I always have to be like, you know, people don't seem to realise that to get anything sent here is like, the shipping is so phenomenally high that it's just not worth it. Anyway. A crocheted night helmet. That sounds awesome, Alicia. That's so cool. Can we see the hat? Yes, it's not very exciting. Oh, Ricardo, this song is Sacrifice by London After Midnight. I love London After Midnight. Hang on, I'll show you. It's not a very exciting hat. It's just this. I liked it because it was it's very wide. The edge of it's disappearing because of the green screen, but I like doing them up, you know? It's one of my hobbies. I like pimping hats. Oh, Rachel, thank you so much, Rachel. Ah! Love, 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 back to you. Oh yeah, Hoot Fence says, you wanted $20? No problem, that'll cost you $60 to ship. Yeah, I tried buying something on Etsy recently. I don't know why, but the chick like refunded me and cancelled the order. I was like, okay, fine. Anyway, so this thing I was trying to buy from Etsy was like this big and cost maybe like $15 or something, you know. And it was going to cost $70 to ship. Why? I ask you. Why? And so before what I do to buy anything from the USA, which isn't, it's a bit cheaper, but usually it helps to kind of, if you want to get stuff from the USA, to kind of get a whole bunch of stuff at once. So I have like a forwarding service. It's free, called myus.com, which is really handy. So basically, if you want to like buy stuff from Amazon or anywhere in the USA, I get it. But it's annoying because some places won't ship to that place. They won't ship to forwarding addresses. It's a warehouse, so it's like a suite or whatever. So I get stuff sent to my US address, and they combine whatever parcels they have there for me, and then they ship it all together at once. And then I just pay for the shipping from there. But naturally, it still costs a lot fucking more. Like things like those things would normally be, say, free shipping in the USA, or like very little. So it's like, it costs just an absolute fortune to get anything here from the internet, and it's fucking bullshit. Anyway, James. Oh, thank you so much, James. Hi from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Love your vids. Thank you so much. Hello from Wellington, New Zealand. Yo. Where was it shipping from? Mars? No, it was shipping from, I don't know, Carolina? some state. Oh, my fucking head, man. Might need to take a painkiller. Hex girl vibes. Yeah. Thank you so much, James. I was going to say something else. What was it? Am I still using the
I can get you a painkiller if you want.
Oh yes, please. Could you get me some Panadol? Just grab. Yep, in the pantry with all the other drugs. Am I still using the little lip dye? Yes, I am. I've actually got it right here. Beaky. I was a bit annoyed last time I made an order because I found there was a place they've discontinued them. I think. I like the because I'd ordered 2 and they only sent me bloody 1. They were on clearance, so it wasn't like super shit, but still. I like this a lot because it's bright bloody red and it's shiny and it stays shiny. Like, I've never experienced a product quite like it. And it really looks, I mean, you won't be able to see with the shitty fucking light and stuff, but oh, thank you, you legend. It's really just like blood sitting on the lips, which I love. When am I dropping my rap album? Probably not ever. Although I have had a couple of ideas that I'll never get around to doing. Hang on. I'd hate Hawaii. It costs $20 odd for a laundry detergent. Also hope you don't like milk. Fucking seriously, angry boy? Jesus. That's the trouble with living on a bloody island. Everything's far away. Dog Cabbage Boy. Ah, thank you so much. I can give you a red heart now. Whoa, sort of. Thank you so much. That's really sweet. Shadow Sombra. Love your home ghoul. Any thoughts on the Cholo goth scene? P.S. Cholos love cats. Yo, love you back, Shadow Sombra. I I didn't know there was a whole scene of that. I've heard of it, but it's something I'm not altogether familiar with. Isn't it kind of like, because I don't actually know what cello means exactly. I kind of vaguely do, but not really, because it's something that, you know, doesn't exist here. But it seems kind of cool. I feel like you can, you know, that's the beautiful thing about gothness, is you can combine it with pretty much anything. It's kind of like combining it with sort of, isn't it a little bit like Hispanic hip-hop gothness or something like that? I'm not quite sure. That's just my, you know, like the band Prayers. I guess everybody goes, oh yeah, Prayers, who I saw perform in LA, which was pretty cool. Something different. I mean, it's just like, absolutely, you can have, you can make, it turns out you can turn hip-hop and rap music kind of dark. Like a little bit gothic. Yeah, Chris Lee, exactly, yeah. Like, is Kat Von... I know Kat Von D started making music herself. Is that what she's calling herself? Gangsters, basically, Ricardo. Okay. Right. Yeah, it's something I admit I'm quite ignorant of. Ignorant of? An urban Latina fashion out of South Florida. Oh, okay, a little bit on the gangster side. Okay. I see. Hang on a second. The song that's playing right now is Common Coffin, Forever Grey. There you go. Please have a see Mr. L. No. I mean, now that you've said that, he'll probably do that thing where he sticks his hand behind me and has like a weird disembodied hand floating. We miss him. Listen to Prayers a few times. Kat Von D's just in the process of like releasing an album. Like, she's decided to, you know, she's obviously moved on from her beauty brand. She's still tattooing, I guess, but yeah, I think she's been very inspired by this husband of hers to get into music, and she's a very multi-talented woman, you know. Anyway, so I was gonna put this hat here. I'm gonna decorate it naturally. Oh, my friend Kai is your biggest. Oh, hello Kai. Hi Kai, if you're listening or watching. So much love to you, and thanks for being part of our family. Big spooky Belfry Bat family. No, she did not fall off the face of the earth. She had a baby. But no, well, there was that whole big thing where she said some extremely dumb shit, controversial stuff on Instagram, and it was like, oh crap, because I was like, it was really awkward actually, because I had just filmed a video where I was going to do like a kind of, I was quite proud of it too. I was going to do like a whole makeup look in gold, because I'd been, while I was there at her party, like I'd been given this epic box. Fuck, it was beautiful, this huge golden box full of like golden Kat Von D makeup. It's super good, right? And I had just filmed this video, and then suddenly, like the next day, it was like, if you mention Kat Von D, if you support her, you're a piece of shit and I'm unfollowing you. It's like, whoa. Because she said, I mean, fair enough, she did say some very controversial, pretty she should have kept it to herself, honestly. I mean, it's old news, nobody cares anymore. But anyway, you know what the internet's like. Hi on Edible and watching you. Thanks very much, Farron. It's a cool name. I don't know how to say it, but I like the look of it. It looks really cool. Well, I'm glad to hear you're having a good day. Cheers to you. Cheers. Hang on a sec. I'll just finish what I was saying. Yeah, but the trouble was, everybody started boycotting her makeup brand, and I felt really bad about that, because all the people I'd met who worked for Kat Von D Beauty were very hard-working, kind people, and most of them had never met her. Like, she owned the company, but I don't think she was even the manager of it, you know? Like, she did the designs and stuff, but she it had her name, but she wasn't actually all that, from the sound of it, from what I heard, she wasn't like all that directly involved with like the actual people who like worked there. Like she sometimes they said would, like, you know, they might talk to her on the phone, but they'd never actually met her. And I was like, oh no, it's, you know, she's got crazy millions of dollars. The people who are getting boycotted are the people who, you know, are working for the company. So I felt really bad for them. And I think her stepping aside from the company was a really good idea for them. I feel like that might be why she did it, stepping aside from, you know, Kat Von D Beauty and making it just becoming KVD Vegan Beauty, taking her sort of herself away from it. I think that was the best, probably the most sensible thing to do, you know. But it's really, it's great makeup too, you know. Oh yeah. The main thing was that she said was the whole like Jewish insult thing against a former colleague. She said that was bullshit and it never actually happened, and it was done by somebody else, and we can't know. So it's like, that's just there was some sort of like nasty like letter, like message that was written for some guy saying like, see you in hell, Jewbag, or something horrible like that. But she said that she never wrote that it was written by somebody else pretending to be her. I don't know. So who knows, she may be telling the truth. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I don't know. And fucking, I mean, I don't actually know her, so I don't. And, but yeah, it was when she came out saying that she was like, you know, that she wasn't getting her child vaccinated. That was the thing that cancelled her, basically, when she said, I'm not getting my baby vaccinated. It's like, well, first of all, I mean, why? And secondly, like, if you really feel that way, that's a very, very controversial subject, and it blew up. That blew up. So that was pretty awful. And she later made a statement saying, I'm not anti-vax. It's like, then why aren't you vaccinating your boy? You know, do you know why? I don't know. It's like, you care, you know, you can still get polio. There's a reason that people seem to think that like those diseases are gone because you don't see them much anymore, but the reason you don't see them is because everybody's vaccinated against them. Nobody actually wants whooping cough or mumps or fucking, yeah, polio is a big thing, you know. Anyway, so that was that whole thing. Ah, yes, I did the vlogs about her party. I must say, her party was fucking incredible, and I didn't even get to meet her. She came on stage and gave a speech, and she sang and prayers performed. But I was really miffed I didn't actually get to meet her, you know. And she'd obviously put in a good, you know, she'd spent a lot of money on getting like me and a lot of other people to come to this party, you know. And I will be forever grateful to her for that, because it was one of the best experiences of my entire life. I was so honoured to have been flown all the way from Germany to LA just to go to a party, put up in this beautiful hotel. I was fed, I was driven around, I was like, I cried, I couldn't believe it. I was like, I can't believe how amazing this is. I was like, what have I done to deserve something this good? So I will forever be very, very grateful to her for that. And like I said, everybody who was working for the company that I met were like really nice people, and they were working really hard. Like, some of them hadn't had a break for like, you know, 15 hours or something when I was there. Anyway, microphone. Hey, hello microphone. Hello Black Friday, how's it going tonight? You just got me your corona vaccine, your arm hurts, but you can't miss a stream from you. Oh, I hope it's not too painful. I know that a lot of shots do hurt. I remember getting meningitis shot in the arm, and I remember it feeling like heavy and leaden after that. So I think this one seems to be doing the same thing. A lot of people have complained about having a very sore arm afterwards, but you know, that's pretty standard. As long as you feel okay, I guess it's the main thing, and don't get COVID. Well, good on you, microphone. Thank you very much. And Jay Angel, thank you so much. Really love the way your hair looks. It looks amazing. I love it. Thank you so much, Jay Angel. Cheers. I'm really glad. I sort of did it spontaneously. I was just like, should I do it red? Yeah, okay. Anyway, let me just... I'll go back and I'll try not to miss too many comments. With Arctic Fox, is that right? Oddly, did something like that happen to them too? Yeah, she retracted her anti-vax comments. Cholas are birthed in East Los Angeles along with lowriding. Okay, but much like goth subculture, we creep in all corners of the world. Ah, right. Yes, that's the beautiful thing, isn't it? That's what subcultures are, right? It's a culture within a culture. So they tend to appear all over the world. That's what I love about like the whole goth subculture, is that wherever you go in the world, it's different. Like it reflects the culture of that country quite a bit. And it's different everywhere. And I really want to make like a documentary about that one day. You know, like just examining the same subculture all over the world and seeing what it is that really connects everybody. What is it that brings everybody together? Is it the music? Is it a love for bats? Anyway, yeah, so I'm learning. I'm gonna have to like, well, I hope I get to meet some of these Cholo goths. Well, yeah, I like people. I think people are very interesting, so I'm very interested in just subcultures. The other thing I wanted to make a documentary series about. Like I've even like written it all down. I like sort of did a whole bunch of like pre-prod writing, like sketching up ideas and stuff. But then COVID happened and I was like, well, this is put off for a long time. Basically, I want to do a kind of worldwide subculture / club, groups of people that maybe not everybody understands, or that I think I don't understand, and be like, what are you all about? Like, what are you into? Like, why are you into this thing? Like, just stuff that would be really interesting to make sort of like Louis Theroux style documentaries about. Hello, Orange Face! How are you? Yeah, I'm okay. I've got a bloody sore head, so I'll just take a couple of these. How are you? You good? You good? It's good to see you. And your wee orange face there. KK, I don't drink coffee at all. I actually don't like coffee. I'm more of a tea person, and I take my tea with milk, no sugar. If I must drink coffee, I'll usually make it into like it'd be like a mocha or something that's, you know, disguised coffee. Tofu! I like your cut, G. Oh, thanks. Thanks, chum. Thanks, homie. Thanks so much, Tofu. I'm glad you like it. I did my hair really roughly today. Like I said, it's all kind of like long at the back. I don't know if you can tell, but it's still hanging down my back. My hair's really fucking long. I haven't cut it for such a long time. It's like down to my hips. You sweeten your tea, do you? Hello, Moonshine. Yeah, I can't stand sugar in tea. It's wrong. Oh, Michael! Yes, I watched the short movie of Ich hasse Kinder. I thought it was great. It was so gory. Oh, I love Till Lindemann, like, as an artist. He's just, I think, one of my favourite people, you know? Like, I just love all the art and the videos and stuff that he creates, and that was really good, actually, if anyone hasn't seen that. Till Lindemann of Rammstein fame seems to have created, like, yet another solo project kind of thing, just under his own name, and he's released a song called Ich hasse Kinder, I Hate Children, which he released on International Children's Day, which was hilarious, and has put out a 20-minute long short film, which is really good. You can watch it on YouTube. It's great. I enjoyed it. I'm definitely not a professional stylist. I'm actually pretty bad at doing hair. Black tea or with milk? Oh, well, black tea with milk, of course. You know, like... It's funny, in New Zealand we call it gumboot tea. In fact, I had this idea. I had a business idea a few years ago, which I'll never do because I have a million ideas that I never see through. Hopefully the documentary thing happens, because I think that would be really great. But I had this business idea because I did a business course years ago. I was trying to start up a ghost tour here. I went and did this whole like business management course. In the end, it was going to cost too much to do, so I didn't go through with it. But my other business idea was to have, you know, those like little booths, like just here in Wellington, there's quite a lot of these tiny little shops that are just basically a hole in the wall. Some of them sell coffee or like waffles, crepes, that kind of thing. And I was like, there's nowhere that only sells tea. Like there's quite a few bubble tea places, but there's nowhere you can go that just sells cups of tea. So like basically the idea being that you can, anybody, like even like poor people, could just come get like a $1 cup of tea. You know, like milk, sugar, whatever, just basically hand them the hot water in a tea bag. Like, would you like milk or sugar? And obviously have like a variety of other kinds of tea as well. So like if you wanted like a blooming tea or something that would, you know, be a bit more expensive, you could have like, you know, Earl Grey, whatever, just tea though, no coffee, only just hot tea. And I was like, that doesn't exist, that would be awesome. And my idea was to call it kombucha. Get it? Because we call it gumboot tea, and cha means tea, kombucha, ha! Anyway, I was like, that would be great. So nobody steal my business idea. You heard it here first. Oh, London fog's pretty good. Orange face, I like your top, Sir Victorian. Oh, thank you. And yes, you're addicted to coffee, mainly Tim Hortons. 4 sugars and 4 creams. Oh my gosh, 4 sugars. Well, actually, fair enough. With I find coffee only palatable when it's very, very sweetened. Tea, no sugar, but like coffee needs to be very sweetened because like, I hate it. I've never been to Tim Hortons, although I have heard of it. When I do make the documentary, then you have to go to the castle in Tampa. Ah! Oh, you go every year for your birthday with a masquerade theme. Wicked! Yes, I've heard of the castle. I will go there one day when the world stops being shit. Sebastian! Oh, it's pretty late and you have to get up really early. It's been lovely seeing you, love from Chile. Oh, thank you so much, Sebastian! Sebastian! Oh, well, if you have to go to bed, and I hope you have a good day tomorrow. Lovely seeing you briefly. Orange face. Tim Hortons is a coffee and donut shop in Canada. Ah! Yes, I've heard of Tim Hortons, but I've never been to one. Also, I've never been to Canada. That's probably why. Tim Kirby, oh my goodness me! Hey, I've been fully vaccinated for like 2 months now, and it feels like you had the flu for about 6 hours, and your arm was sore for 3 days. So it wasn't really that bad. I think the front of your hair is on fire. Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, a lot of people have said, especially after getting the second jab, that they've felt very fluey and sick and heavy after getting that. But I think it's often the same when you get just the flu jab. You tend to get fluey directly afterwards. I don't understand vaccines necessarily, how they work, but it must be quite a good feeling, Tim, to be impervious to the plague now. Hey. Yeah. It is neon red, so it is pretty bright, isn't it? But for about 6 hours, that's not so bad. It's not so bad. But now you're impervious. Well, one hopes. Those guys party hard. You've been backstage at Rammstein a few times. They're incredibly intelligent, articulate. Wow! Oh my god, I'm so fucking jealous, Brittany. I really am. I would like give a limb to go backstage at Rammstein. If I could just... I don't think I could even talk to them though. I'd be too much like I'm in the presence of God. It's like there are some people I just admire too much that I think that I wouldn't actually be able to say words to them. I'd be like, can I just lie on the ground and worship you, please? May I just lay prostrate at your feet? Thanks, Sarah. I'm glad you think so. What festival am I looking forward to most after COVID? Literally anything, Stephanie. VGT, of course, is my favourite festival. It's the biggest one and the best one. I've heard that at midnight. I don't understand. Like, the point of being vaccinated is that you don't get it and don't give it to people, and yet people are like, oh no, you can still get it and still give it to people. It's like, oh, what? Doesn't seem right, does it? Seems, you know, the opposite of what it's supposed to do. Hang on. Ugh. Yuck. These are cheap painkillers. They've got no coating on them. So, like, the moment you put them in your mouth, they start sort of dissolving. And, you know, like the taste, that really horrible, bitter taste of like a melting paracetamol. It's like instant. Oh, thank you, Taryn. Probably feel like an outcast because most people around you are anti, but hey, at least you're protected. Oh, they're like, you mean they don't want to get it? Have we heard about Till's sex harem? No, but it wouldn't surprise me. I heard that he made porn, so nasty shit, but works very quickly. Yeah. Yes, you are hearing Dominion. My headache's still there because I'm in the process of removing it. Oh, all the good it does. Second one. Yuck. Thank you, Gabriel Cohen. Or was it Gabrielle? Thank you. Oh, you're studying English, Anna. Good on ya. Good on ya. I've had this set in front of me for a while, this big hat. I was gonna, like I said, I was gonna put it on, but I thought it might look a bit weird, and it does. It does look a bit weird with the green screen. Doesn't it? It goes on very easily too, it's got a tie. But, basically, my thought with this is to take a big old piece of stuff like this, get it on top, to give the top of it a bit more volume, bit of shit, not like that, but maybe you get the idea, and have it like more like that. I think that would look pretty cool. Get that. Oh, I only bought it yesterday. Orange face. You have to get 2 doses of the vaccine and wait for 2 weeks. And wait for 2 weeks after the second dose to be fully vaccinated. Okay, righto. Well, they've just started rolling them out in this country. It hasn't been a priority here because we don't have COVID. We got a text message the other day saying, you are in group 3. Eventually you will receive a priority group 3. You will eventually be sent an invitation to come and get a vaccine if you want it. You need to be Lydia and Beetlejuice. Sharon, when I was a child, I wanted to be Lydia from Beetlejuice. I did. I bet this song pops up on Spotify all the time. David, I have one hat pin, and it's lethal. Like, it's a Victorian one. My mum gave it to me, and it's actually like a 19th century hat pin. And I've pricked myself on it that many times because it's... Fucking my hair's falling down. It's clean, you see. Yeah, one big dark room. My life. Yeah, it's about this long and it's very sharp, and I prick my skull every time I put it on. It's like a weapon. Oh, that's nice, Quentin. Top 10 most loved countries in the world. We're pretty nice here. We're okay. The goth kids from South Park, Vanessa. Excellent. Funny. Well, they were pretty cool. Conformist. If you want to be a non-conformist, all you have to do is dress like us and listen to the same music we do. It's one of my favorite quotes of all time. Because it's true and funny. You're in a high COVID city, Hollow mention. Oh no. Yes. We don't have it here at all. It's pretty good. Oh, hello, Finley. Oh, yeah, no, I'm okay. Hope you're okay. How's life? How's things? Good to see you. Jasmine, oh, thank you so much. Oh, thanks, Jasmine. Cheers. Cheers to you, my dear. I feel like, that's really, really sweet. Thank you so much, Jasmine. I thought that, I feel like I've been talking for a lot longer than I have been. But I haven't. I've only been here for an hour. It feels longer, I think, just because I've been talking really fast. Because my head hurts. Hello from Las Vegas. Hello, Joe from Las Vegas. I've never been to Vegas. We have a town here that people like to call Roto Vegas. It's actually called Rotorua. It's famous because it stinks. It's loaded with Rotorua is a very geothermically active area surrounded by volcanoes and full of mud pools and steam vents, which is weird. Like, you're driving around there and there's just like steam coming out of people's gardens and stuff. And there's all these hot mud pools. So basically it smells like the bowels of hell in Rotorua. It smells like sulfur. Really, really nasty. I guess the people who live there get used to it. But yeah, you go through there, it's like, Jesus Christ. Woo! Lullaby House. What I'm wearing is actually a nightie, but I wear it as a dress because it's really beautiful. Yeah, it was from... I actually got it a long time ago from Doll's Kill. And it wasn't very expensive. It was from the brand Kiki Riki, I think. I like this band. You're getting there. Working on your final at the moment. A sculpture of Hoggle from Labyrinth. Oh my god. Cool. Have you seen, like, what Hoggle looks like now? It's one of the most creepy things that will burn into your brain if you look at, like, the original puppet and what it looks like now. It's, like, all decayed and horrible. When's my next visit to New York City? I don't know. I'd love to go back there, but it's a bit hard to go anywhere because of COVID, isn't it? Otherwise, I'd be in Scotland right now, or Germany right now. I should probably be in Germany right now. Dinah! Just moved to a new state. You're starting mortuary school soon. Your live streams keep me sane and less lonely. Adore you. Oh, wow! Well, first of all, thank you very much, Diana. That's so cool. How exciting. Did you have to move very far? Mortuary school. Wow, good on you. Very good business to get into. And, well, I mean, I was given the book from one of the books from fuck do you say her name? Caitlin Doty, you know, Ask a Mortician, and I guess she did that, or she talked about that in her book. So interesting. I mean, I as much as I'm quite a morbid person, I don't think I could do that. Besides, I don't think if I were to be an undertaker or something that anybody would really trust me. I feel like I could be the person who, like, talks to people being like, yeah, I'm really, really sorry that so-and-so died. We'll take good care of her for you. Okay, no, I couldn't do that. But, Hoggle is Keith Richards. Oh, ouch. That's so exciting, Diana. Like, I couldn't do that job, so fucking good on you. Resculpt. They fucked it. Oh no! But oh my goodness, that sounds like an amazing project. Hey, Heidi, guten Morgen. Wie geht es dir? How's Hamburg? Kühlschrank. What's this about Kühlschrank? Kühlschränke. If you go to Germany, say hi to Andy Eldritch. Why would I do that? I heard a story from some old death rock dude a long time ago. He said he was like backstage at some gig or whatever. I don't know, he was somewhere, some sort of gig, and talking to his mate, and then anyway, Andrew Eldritch came and sat down beside them, and they were like, "Are you Andrew Eldritch?" He's like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Oh, excuse me," and like got up and left. The song playing in the background right now is Linnea Aspera. How do I pronounce the name of the song? Malarone? I don't know. Malalalala. Linnea Aspera is a very nice band. You're working on a book. Oh, I've inspired a character you're working on. Oh, that's so cool. Of course that's alright. That's awesome. Yennefer is my favourite black tea Earl Grey. It's not, well, it's one of my favourites. I've been drinking it a lot lately, just because I'm enjoying the strong flavour of it first thing in the morning. I like Earl Grey first thing in the morning, or Lady Grey, but most of the time I'm just a English breakfast person, or as we call it here, gumbo tea. Thank you, Mr. Tracy. Oh, I love Faith in the Muse, Midnight Skyline. Yeah, they're lovely. Keith Richards is already dead. He just refuses to get in the coffin. I know, he's a model. You work as a mortician for pets. Oh my goodness me. That's really cool, Heidi. I would be very sad. You got into jewellery making for your next course. Ooh! Oh, how exciting! Oh, I don't know if you want to do that. I like surprises. That's so cool. Well, you're a creative guy, so. Oh yeah, I don't like matcha. Sorry, X. I do not like matcha. I like it if it's like, if I like matcha flavoured things like matcha mochi or whatever. Like that's really nice. Matcha flavoured sweets and things, but actual just like matcha is like, I don't know. I mean, I've had it the first time in Japan. I've done tea ceremonies in Japan and stuff like that when I was young and learning about Japan. I went there a couple of times. Anyway, I wish I could make jewellery. I've had a crack at it, but it was never very good. I mean, it was okay, but I found that I'm not all that creative with it. Or rather, I can think of things, but I can't really turn them into stuff. I've got a friend here who's a silversmith, a goldsmith. She makes amazing stuff. Like, wow. And, you know, it's worth an absolute fortune. And I'm just, like, forever impressed by this, like, beautiful, creative stuff she comes out with. Seraphim Shock's nice, yeah? Aw, Orange Face, that's kind of you. Happy Canada Day to all the Canadians in the chat. I did not know that it was Canada Day. Well, to any Canadians watching, happy Canada Day. Pancakes all round. Yes, mochi. Oh, I had a dream about mochi the other night. Oh yeah, Yennefer, Twinings is very big here. Our biggest tea brand here is probably Bell, because it's made here. It used to be made in my hometown. There's a big factory. The factory's like moved or whatever, but the old factory is still there, and it's just got this huge like bell carved on it, and they make very nice tea. Lovely. Oh, that's so exciting, Finley. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm like real excited now, and I feel quite honoured too, actually. True patriot love. Oh, strawberry mochi. Oh, stop me. You're making me want mochi, and I can't really get it here. Well, maybe. There's like some sushi places that presumably sell it. But like we did live where we were before, opposite an Asian grocery shop. So they didn't have the fresh mochi, which is better, but they had like a lot of mochi there of different kinds and different flavors, so that was pretty great. It's got to be so bad for you, right? It's pure glutinous rice. It's like just sugar and rice, sugar and carbs and nothing else. It's like not good for you whatsoever, but it's so chewy and good. I like it when you get the fresh mochi with a bit of cream on the inside. Have I been painting for Junkie? A little bit. Not much this last few days, but I did paint a whole big mantelpiece, which was as tall as me. Tall and wide, a great big thing. Why, what's up with the way I say mochi? Well, I mean, I learnt Japanese, so I try not to be like one of those people who... Yeah, because it sounds really wanky if you say a word from another language that's, you know, when you're speaking English, if you say a word from another language and you don't anglicize it, it just sounds like you're a wanker, you know? Like if I'm talking about, say, like something French or whatever, and I just say it like French, it sounds like, I don't know. It depends on the thing, really. I don't know, Finley. I don't have any preference. I like surprises is what I like. And I trust you. I'll just be excited. You can plug the Titanic with mochi, yeah, probably. I don't like anime or manga, sorry, X. Oh, not that I don't like it, I just don't. I'm not into it. I'm not into anime. See, there's an example, anime. Like, you would, to anglicize that, you'd say anime. But it's actually anime. Right? You would, to say it correctly, you'd be like, yes, I enjoy watching anime. Anime. And, manga. Yeah, it's been a jolly long time since I've done Japanese. I realised today it's actually been 10 years since I was at university. Oh wait, no, I'm lying. I went back and did it again. was still a long time ago. Last time I was doing Japanese was... I have to do some small amount of counting in my head. Was 2013. So what was that, like 8 years ago? Yeah, it's been a long time since I've had to think of any Japanese at all, and now I try and think about it, it's like, it's not mochi. It's not mochi at all, it's mochi. It's mochi. It's not mochi. Mochi is correct. If it was, yeah, sorry, I'm correcting you here. It's mochi would be like anglicizing it, right? But I'm afraid that would be, I don't know, I can't say mochi because it's mochi. It's mochi. Soz. It's tomorrow, Black Friday. Is it? Wait, what is? Oh, it's tomorrow. Canada Day is tomorrow. Well, happy Canada Day for tomorrow for the Canadians. Pancakes all round tomorrow. Maple syrup everywhere. Well, now, I don't know. Yeah. Ramen. Yeah, I like ramen. You got a flat with a mate. Oh, great. Oh, well, I wanted that video to be inspirational, you know, for ideas, so, I found that Japanese food in Japan is actually like, to me it was, well, I mean, it's been a long time since I was there, obviously. Last time I was in Japan, I was 14. So that was like 1,000 years ago. The time before that, I was 12. I went on a school exchange, and before that I just went over with my dad and my granddad. My dad was living there for like a year, working on a ship. A bit of a Canadian spirit in the hair, that's true. I have a little bit of red in my hair now, so that's kind of like Canada colour. Oh, Canada. Oh, that's quite a long time, D-Grave. Do you remember anything? Oh yeah, then a lot of people asking how the dip nail's doing. Very well, actually. Tough as fuck. They actually turned out, like, really well. Like, they haven't chipped or come off or anything. I put new nail polish on them. I went and got some gel nail polish, not like the fancy put it under the light or whatever polish. I got like the Sally Hansen one that you put on the colour and then you put on the top coat, and I'm like, very nice. It's nice and shiny. It looks good as new. Yeah, no, so far so good. So far they're doing better than the ones I paid a whole bunch of money for at the salon, so guess I won't be doing that again. Haha. Well, I really enjoyed doing it, you know, it was quite therapeutic. I mean, it stunk, but with adequate ventilation. Do we have a nation day? Do we? Ooh, we have days. I don't think we have like a...
Waitangi Day.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. We don't have like a New Zealand Day, but we have Waitangi Day, which is probably the closest thing. Basically, it's just to remember and celebrate the signing of the Treaty of Waitangi, which is a lot to explain. It's basically like, it was kind of an agreement between the Maori and the European settlers to be like, yo, we all live here together now. Yeah. What's in the background? A painting. A nice painting. A nice Vanitas painting. Oh yeah, so it is. Oh yeah, American Independence Day is pretty soon. Make America Great Britain again. Kidding. Do I like art history? Sort of. I did art history at school, actually. I'm not like massively into it. Oh, yeah, that sounds cool, Finley. A Beetlejuice look. You can't post things on this chat. I don't think you can post links. But I don't know. You should post it to Instagram or something. Kidding. Unless... Can I show the rings I'm wearing now? They look beautiful. Oh, thanks very much, Rosie. Oh, I showed them just before, but I haven't shown you again. They're not very exciting. I just quickly shoved them on. My fingers, were, I don't know, because it was kind of warm today. They're like, oh, look, fat. On Insta. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, absolutely. Post it on Instagram. That sounds wicked. Yeah. I was just showed them before. This is one of my favourites. It's a big chunky one from Alchemy Gothic. I like a big skull on my finger. It's called like Necromancer or something like that. Another Alchemy Gothic one that's very old. I need to replace the stones in it. You can replace the stones from the Swarovski website. My friend Valentine introduced that concept to me. I was like, oh, that's a good idea actually, because you can get the same ones they use. It's missing 3 black stones. That's a cheap one from Dresslink a million years ago. That's one I got from a festival. Little silver thing. And that's my engagement ring, which I can't get off because my fingers got fat. So, yeah. Not that I want to take it off anyway. Where did I get them? I get them from all over the place. I buy a lot of them at festivals, or I used to buy some online. Just anywhere, really. Some I get as gifts. Yeah, hey Miguel, probably the same as last year, right? Like, no one was really, like, allowed to celebrate 4th of July. Hello from Fort Worth, Bubbly Bows. Bubbly Bows. Hi. Hello. Oh, we have lockdown in Brisbane. Oh no, Adam, really? Bloody hell. How long is it going to last for? Is it like a full lockdown? Mr. Tracy, you found that you were part German. You just found that out, did you? It's pretty cool. I love those. I still need to get one for Mr. L. I own one. One of those DNA tests. Fascinating stuff. Yeah. Turns out I'm pretty Scandi. Although there's no Scandinavian people in my entire family tree. I've done a lot of research on my family tree, and there's not a drop of Scandinavian. So basically, like on Ancestry, they said like they've got kind of codes. It shows you like a list of the countries that where your DNA comes from, but there'll be like a little sort of small dot or a big dot, and the big dots, well, the small dots are kind of like recent, and the big dots are like up to 1,000 years ago. And that seems to be, for me, it's like, it's almost certain that my like Scandinavian DNA has come from like, you know, the Vikings or like that far long ago of like them, you know, coming to Scotland and Britain and rampaging and doing the things they did. Being like, we like this land, it's good temperature, we live here now, fuck you Saxons. It's probably from then. Yeah, this is a great song. Orange Face, it's okay, I can be an honorary Canadian, beaver tails all round with syrup and complimentary coffee crisps. I would really like to go to Canada. I've probably told you before, I had a work visa to go to Canada. I was going to spend a year there, but then I had it's a long story. I've never had a car accident, but I had a vintage car, but the brakes didn't go on. So it was the car's fault, not my fault. And you can probably imagine, repairing a car from the 50s isn't cheap. Or rather, I should say, it needed like some like bits or whatever. Basically, like it took a tumble down the bank. The car was mostly fine. I got a head injury and whiplash because they built them like tanks in those days, and it was a tiny little thing. It was a Morris Minor. Yeah. So basically, after I'd repaired the car, I didn't have much money left. I had enough left to potentially either just fly there but not do anything else, or buy a drum kit. And I'd seen this extremely sexy drum kit in the window of the rock shop, and I was like, well, it's the drum kit or Canada. So I bought the drum kit. Honestly, I just didn't really have enough money to go to Canada anymore. And, you know, like, it was basically, my plan was to go there, look for a job, spend a year there, eat pancakes, see the Northern Lights, eat a moose, I don't know, whatever you do in Canada, go ice skating outside. Had all these things I wanted to do there, didn't get there. One day I'll go to Canada and I'll do all those things. Paris, I got my DNA kit from Ancestry.com, which is very good. I actually like bought like an Ancestry, like, you know, proper membership thing briefly, so that you can like really dig through like documents and stuff like that. It's absolutely fascinating. Very hard to read scribbly priest's handwriting from the 19th century. There's quite a lot of that involved too, and sort of figuring out your history. It's just, I love it, you know. I just think it's really, really interesting, like figuring out who and who you're made of, really. All the people that had to be in order for you to exist. And it's incredible. The fact that you exist is amazing. It's a miracle. Okay. Monica! Ah, thank you so much, Monica. I found out my ancestors came from London and Dublin. But you have 0.5% Scandinavian. Don't know if you'll claim that tiny bit. Yeah, well, I feel like, claim the big chunks, right? So, mine was like, I think, 1% English. Like, that really shocked me. I was like, 1% English? I was like 2 or 3% Welsh. And, I mean, I was really like, wow. Because I guess you get DNA from random, great-grandparents and stuff. You don't necessarily get it from everybody. So I know that I've got ancestors from England, but I obviously didn't get their DNA. Which is really interesting. So basically, mine said, like, I can remember it. It was like 64% Scotland, with specific area breakdowns, but I was aware of those areas anyway. And 10% Norway and Iceland. I think like a little bit of Sweden and 20% Ireland. Yeah, so, and like nothing sort of outside that part of the world, really just all north. where it's cold. I think it's fascinating. Yeah, finding out where your ancestors come from, finding out what they did, if you can find any pictures of them, it's just like incredible, really. Yeah, the elect. Some people say like, oh, now they've got your DNA. It's like, they've got all your data anyway. Fuck it. If people want your DNA, they'll get it. You found out you're 1% Chinese. Wow. So like, do you know where that's come from? You claim your Croatian Indigenous Australian heritage because that's what you've been raised with. Ah, all right. So that's who you are, Babs. My whole family, despite the fucking accent, we just like, no, we're Scottish because that's our culture. And that's like where we came. It's like that. My dad says that. All my aunts and uncles and everyone's like, no, we're Scottish. The only thing we're missing is the cool accent, which sucks because I don't like New Zealand accents. Someone did a breakdown of like what the New Zealand accent is. It's basically this mashup of like, obviously settlers came from all over Britain and Ireland and Europe. Mostly England, I guess. What did you say it was, Mr. L? Are you still listening? It's like a weird mashup.
Yeah.
What the New Zealand accent? Do you remember what it was? They figured out it was comprised of. Yes.
Yes, it's a
It's about to tell me.
An Australian.
And Australian.
Who has been fucked by a goose.
An Australian who's been fucked by a goose. No, I was talking about the actual like analytical breakdown that some people have done to figure out which parts of England or whatever. It's interesting because you can hear, I reckon, some accents from like say parts of England and even like Ireland especially. I can hear that in American accents. Not all, but some. You can see the evolution. Your mum's from Ferryhill in York. Wow, far out. That's very specific, the elect. And you're born in Chicago. I've got relatives in America, but like, we'll share like, say, like a great-great-great-great-grandparent or something like that, because a lot of people, went to the New World. My ancestors were subject to the Highland clearances, if anyone's heard of that. It's actually quite a shitty piece of history. Very, very sucky. They were subject to that, and I did Ancestry, yeah. So like basically like they had their homes burned out, kicked off the land, and be like, well, this land is more valuable if we put sheep on it. So bye, which is really, really shitty. So they came here for a new start, a new life, a new hope, to improve the old life. Gabby, oh, you're in Scotland too, are you? Hello. Must be like, rubbish o'clock there. Zachary, your father's from Mexico. There's no telling what's in the mix there. Your mother's family migrated to the US from the British Isles and Germany. Ah, what's so exciting. Bantos. You find DNA ancestry to be a very helpful thing to realise one's own unique humanity. Exactly. It's just, I don't know, it's just really, really fun. It's really fun, and, you know, if anyone wants to do one, I recommend they do. It's, and it might surprise you. Like, I'm still surprised, and my mum's in this weird sort of denial because, well, I've got a great-grandfather who was half Indian, but nobody knows who his mother was. And you look at pictures of him, it's like, well, he's definitely half Indian or something, you know, but he definitely was. He was born in, what's the name of the place? Dibrugarh? Like Assam. He grew up in an orphanage, and his father was English. Worked on a tea plantation. But there's no DNA from that part of the world at all. I mean, obviously I've got, like, not only the English, and there's nothing from anywhere in India, and my nana, whose father that was, there was nothing in her DNA either from there, so it's like, ooh. And my mum's like, she's probably watching this right now, getting angry. She's like, you're in denial. I'm like, I'm not, it's just what it says on the thing. And it's like, they do have plenty of, like, DNA from that part of the world. It's just a bit mysterious. I don't know. I think it's interesting. It's just fun to dig through. Anyway, so I've been trying to figure out who his father was. Obviously, it's impossible to find out who his mother was because there are no birth certificates for him or any of his siblings, and there was no marriage certificate because they never got married. Anyway, so I've been doing like a lot of research into that particular great-grandfather and that great-grandfather, trying to figure out his life, and I've actually managed to get generations back, and it turns out that part of, like, so it was my mother's father's family, had been in India for about 4 generations. Like, they were English. You know, there was the Raj for a while, the British Raj, but so they were there for that, but before that started too, working like mining coal or something like that. But I don't know, it's just really, really fascinating finding out who your ancestors were. And you realise, like, I know when Ancestry started, as you say, Vanthos, when Ancestry started advertising these DNA tests, they were trying to show us that we're all connected, you know. If you consider how, you know, you've got 4 grandparents, you've got 8 great-grandparents, 16 great-great-grandparents, that doubles every time, and you end up, if you go back far enough, it sounds like you ought to be related to more people than were actually alive at the time. So really, like, it's supposed to serve as a reminder that, you know, we're all connected. It's cool. we're all part of this huge, big, complicated human thing. Oh, yes. Oh yeah, no, absolutely, Finley. Well, what fascinated me was because you said you were from an area. Well, you've got the same surname as me, and you're from the same area that my ancestors are from. Like, my recent ancestors that came to New Zealand. It's like might have a ex-great-grandparent in common. I mean, it's not impossible. Victoria! Hello, Victoria. You're from German Jew descent, changed your name to Lions. Ah. Ooh, my goodness. Oh my god. Made bombs and cigars, and all the recipes for Lions tea went to Nestle. Thieving dicks. It's nice to see you, Victoria. Scan. Elizabeth, you're 25% Native American Sioux. Cool. Hi from North Ayrshire. Hello, Avril. Ari, you're Mexican. But yeah, no, I love some accents I just really love, and I don't like New Zealand accents. I think they're, I always whinge about them, you know. I don't think anybody really likes them. People who say, like, oh no, they're sexy, it's like, you're just being nice. I don't know about. No, David, because I've looked into that. We're definitely not related whatsoever. No. But I mean, like, the thing is that everybody's connected in some way. Well, we are. Yeah. And, you know, to think that, like, you know, your each other's ancestors might have been, might have met at some point, who knows? Hang on. It's surreal to go see a place like the human remains of a place like Pompeii. Oh, yeah. Well, it's not unreasonable, right? You like Spanish accents. They sound nice, don't they? Orange face. Fun random fact I thought I'd throw out. Jupiter may protect Earth from asteroids. Well, that is pretty random, but it's good to know. I hope it's true. I mean, Jupiter's pretty big. It's pretty far away. Jupiter's a solid planet. It's not a gas giant. My dad told me yesterday that when he was at school in the 50s, that they taught him that the moon was made of gas. Did they really think that in the 50s? Did they really think that the moon was gas? We're all descendants of Adam and Eve. Hello, Duncan. It's a gas giant, but has massive gravitational pull. Ah, okay. Righto. Oh yeah, Paris. Actually, there's some, I watched this documentary quite a while ago. There's a small, I don't remember where, but there's a small area somewhere in the States where they have an accent that's totally different from everywhere else in the country. And it sounds really like West England, like Cornwall almost. It's like, wow. It's like, and they say that it's a very good example of what, you know, Americans probably sounded like 300 years ago or something. It's like fascinating. Super cool. You like Italian accent, Steve, my video maker. We all know the moon is made of cheese, of course, we do. No, it's not the Amish. It's not. It's I would remember that. But the Amish are fascinating. Don't go to Jupiter. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Should the opportunity ever arise to go to Jupiter. I had a budgie called Jupiter. Some of the vowels in Maine sound Australian to you. I don't know what Maine accents are like in particular. But yeah, certainly you can kind of like detect stuff. You can see where things... No, not Mennonites. No. Not that weird Dutch community either. I can't remember what it's called. It's not like a community with a name. It's just like some small town where they have this specific different accent. It's amazing, like, the accents all over the USA are very different, aren't they? Ooh, that sounds nice, Victoria. Nice accent. No, not Boston. Boston accents, I think, are quite distinctive, though. Your parents live among the Amish in Delaware. Wow. I'd love to, you know, experience the Amish, but I'm sure they're very private people and don't, you know, aren't for, like, tourists. What's playing in the background? This is Das Ich, the band, and the song is called Gott ist tot, so like, God's dead. God's dead. Yeah, Das Ich. Yeah, exactly. Gott ist tot. Westchester. Blah, blah, blah. They say the southern accent originated from London. You have a Boston accent. Here's no offense. So I have a friend who's been living in Boston, like a friend from here. He's been living in Boston. He's been at Harvard doing his PhD over there at the Smarty Pants. And he said they don't drink coffee in Boston. They drink coffee. Coffee. Took me a minute to be like, what? They don't drink coffee in Boston, they drink coffee. I think Boston accents are cute. I think they're quite distinctive. Autumn rain. Why must everybody always ask? My beautiful pussycat died last year, and the other one had to go to a new home because I had to leave Germany because somebody seemed determined to ruin my life. They were very shit. Anyway. Oh, thank you, Spooky. Coffee. Coffee. Dunkin' Donuts coffee. They park the car next to the sidewalk. What? That doesn't sound... I don't think I said that quite right. Gotta get the coffee before you bang a Yui in the... What? In the middle of a mess. Av on the way to the packy. What? Banthos, what you're describing is similar to what happens in places like Sicily and Corsica. The manner of speech is different from the mainland ancient. Yeah. And there's a real concern that like regional accents will start disappearing because of communication technology, because we've got television. You can definitely hear, like, there are children here who either adopt slightly English or slightly American accents depending on which TV programs they watch the most, which is weird. Presumably they don't last. Apparently when I was a child I could do an immaculate Liverpool accent because I watched so much Thomas the Tank Engine back when Ringo Starr was the narrator. Anyway, it was like one of my favourites. Well, but yeah, like places that are kind of like separate from, you know, like smaller places that are cut off from the rest of the world, will hang on to these like very old dialects and accents and way of speaking. Shit's so cool. Video editing to do at 1 AM, cyber deity. Alright, cheerio. Your partner's from Boston area and you love his accent. Yeah, I like them. I think like I say, I think they're cute. I think they sound great. I really like Texan accents. I think was very nice. Easy to listen to. At your job, your accent when talking to people will sometimes adjust depending on the crowds that come in for long periods of time. Oh yeah, I mean my accent's very subject to change. I've found that out. Some people would like keep theirs forever, but I've noticed a lot of New Zealanders when they travel don't keep. They tend to sort of vanish. I don't know. Like I spent a year and a half in Scotland and I came back sounding not Scottish but just not the same. Anyway, and I never really went back to normal because I was very aware after that of how awful New Zealand accents are. So, like, I've talked about this before, but I do actually put an effort into sounding not too Kiwi. Because it can sound pretty rough. Aw, thanks, Spooky. Notey, no one else. Spaniard the next, Italian tourist in the evening. Goodness me. You like Kiwi accents, do you, Thomas? Oh, it depends exactly which one you're talking about. Because sometimes they can get really bad. Not many people actually sound like this, but some people do. Especially around Wellington. And, yeah. And it doesn't matter what you say, you're going to sound a bit thick. And the trick is to make everything sound like a question. Make sure it goes up at the end. Yeah, like, hi, I'm Lynn from Tower. Yeah, I had this idea to do a character. I never did this, obviously, but I've had a lot of ideas for videos and things that I've never done and probably never will do. Delicious chocolate biscuits. And I had this idea of doing like prank calls, and I'd come up with this character called Notey Notes. And I was just going to pretend to be like some like stupid middle-aged woman applying for jobs on the phone. I just thought that would be fun. Hi there, it's Notey Notes speaking, how are you? Anyway. Do Californians have an accent? Yes they do. They have a Californian accent. It's quite a sort of clean sounding accent, I think, is how I would describe it. Delicious chocolate biscuits and sliced kiwi fruit. Peter Jackson to a T, not quite. No, if I do an American accent I'll embarrass myself because I haven't practiced for ages. I can kind of do one, but I couldn't sort of say exactly where it was from. Everybody has an accent. A lot of people don't think they do have one, but they do. Everybody has one ever. You have one belonging presumably to your area. You do. There used to be this video tag that went around a long time ago called the Accent Challenge. And one of the questions, you had to say a bunch of different things. One of the questions in it was, do you think you have an accent? The amount of people who said, no, I don't think I do. It's like, yeah, you do. Do you sound like me? No, you don't. You have an accent of where you're from. Duh. It's weird. A lot of people just don't think they have one, but they absolutely do. Well, bubbly bows, there are about 800 different British accents. So, might be a bit more specific. There's some, I mean, around England there are lots of, I guess you could go like a few miles down the road in certain parts of England and there'll be like different accents. They only exist in relation to other accents. Although, I mean, certainly you can hear, when you watch people on TV here, it's really like, sometimes it'll be really jarring. You'll be like, whoa, that's Kiwi. Small insect flying around me, or is it just the camera? That's how your mum sounds. Suffolk. Yeah, people don't, I guess people who aren't really, aware or like who don't travel or watch much television outside of their own country or area or whatever, might not think they have an accent. I suppose I can understand. Do I like the Australian accent? I don't dislike it. I mean, it would be a bit shitty of me to say I didn't like it, A, because they're our neighbours, and B, because they sound a lot like we do. And I must say, New Zealanders and Australians think we don't sound anything alike, but we fucking do. When you travel, I mean, I can't tell the difference at first. If I'm in Europe and I hear somebody, I'm like, hello? I'll hear a little bit of a, something familiar, but then I'll have to really listen for the vowels to tell the difference. Because I can't actually really do an Australian accent, but basically the main difference is the vowel sounds, being the I. Everybody knows that Australians say fish and chips. Eat. They say can't instead of can't. And the other one is like cool. Pill, till, fill. For some reason they say hostel instead of hostel. What else do Australians do? But yeah, the main thing is the I's and the A's are very different. That's it. That's fixed it. Chuck another shrimp on the barbie. I can't do one. Yeah, and also, as you say, Colby, it depends where in Australia they're from. Some, like, outback Australians, like, really rural Australians, it's like, wow, that's Aussie. But, like, city people, not quite so much. It can be pretty pleasant and fine. Please? Look at me, Kim. Look at me. 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 So sounds like saw. You reckon? Saw? Saw? When I went to California the first time, my friends there said, you have very round O's. I'm like, do I? What do you mean by that? They're like, you're like, I don't know. I'm like, okay. Well, how do you say, I don't know? Oi, cunts, get some ice from the servo, please. Of course they do, Rebecca. I mean, I couldn't exactly say what it is. Or when we'd hear someone on television and be like, oh, that's an American accent. To me, most American and Canadian accents sound very similar. But again, with Canadians, you can, if you listen for it, you go, it's Canadian. But there are certain parts of America that, you can tell if someone's from like a certain part of the country, I guess. Like, I might not be able to identify which state, but there certainly are these dramatic differences, and I think they're interesting. Australia and New Zealand accents are like American and Canadian accents. Us Canadians all sound like we're from Minnesota. Is that right? I guess Australia. I always sort of imagine in my mind that like Canada and USA are a bit like, have a similar sort of relationship that New Zealand and Australia have to each other. It's like we're very similar, but we are not the same. Although I think probably New Zealand and Australia are more similar to each other than US and Canada. I mean, our flag is almost identical. For example, we have a very good relationship with each other as countries. There's a moose loose about the house. I couldn't identify a Californian accent, no. But I would probably, if I could hear someone speaking and I recognised that they sounded like my Californian friends, maybe. So it's hard for me to actually put in the effort to say, like, friends and not friends. My friends. My friends. I did do speech lessons most of my life. I went to a very posh school. And I had elocution lessons in my free time. And not just at school, but I had them after school too. I must say, when you get speech teachers in New Zealand, they're usually women, and they have the most beautiful speaking voice. It's like, oh, they sound like the Queen, you know? It's like, I want to sound like that. Oh, splendid. I often try to do, like, you know, the Queen's English, but that's very hard to do. They say that, like, I mean, Helena Bonham Carter said, if you want to do, like, you know, the royal family accent, basically she said literally, don't move your upper lip. Which brings a whole new meaning to the word stiff upper lip. It's quite difficult to do. And you want to start with the word, come to my house. The word house should sound like house. So that's a good starting point. It's a little difficult to do. How was speech classes like? Honestly, I don't remember them that well. The main things I remember was saying a lot of tongue twisters and reciting a lot of poetry. Would I do my hair all red, Anna? I don't know. I think that would probably fry it if I bleached it that much. In America you say sorry, but Canada is sorry. Sorry. Does the Queen kind of roll her R's a bit, Paris? Yes, well, she ought to, because she's the Queen. I think it sounds lovely. I think it sounds lovely when one rolls their R's just a little bit. It's very difficult not to move your upper lip when you're speaking. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Yours faithfully, Elizabeth R. Yours was ancient in English. You sat in the dark and beat your Kiwi vowels out of you through the mid-90s. Yes. Oh, yes. Of course. How now, brown cow? None of this, how now, brown cow? That's a thing. I remember my granddad making me say that a lot. How now, brown cow? Yeah, it is called RP. Yeah, received pronunciation. The track in the background, Gabby, is it's Corpus Delicti. The song is Broken. Janet! Oh, I'm going to bed, but I'm glad I didn't miss you completely. Speak away, O Queen of the Dark. Oh, thank you, Janet. That's most kind of you. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a pleasant evening and a good sleep. May cherubim and seraphim rain down charming dreams upon your brain. Upon your unconscious mind. I'm going to stop now. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much, Janet. Janet Dillingham. Thank you. Well, I'll see you next time we see you, I guess. I'm only here for another few wee minutes more anyway. And then if any of my patrons are still awake, I'll do a Patreon-only stream. Sasha! Oh, thank you so much, Sasha. Is it Sasha Coward? Thank you very much. Have you got something to, like, say, or are you just being nice? Thank you so much. Oh. I would love it if I had a lovely speaking voice, but I don't. Sadly. Oh my god, my first ever day in London a million years ago. Oh, okay, my first day in London, the first thing I did was go to church. Because I was couch surfing. Oh, you're going to Jordan's on Saturday for drinks? Oh, yeah? Wasn't aware. Let us, oh yeah, we'll have to look into that if we're invited. I don't see why not. I'm glad we gave dear Jordan for his birthday. Just thought we didn't really know what to get him. I thought we'll give him something. It's his birthday, so we just gave him a big pile of meat. We just went and bought like a huge amount of meat. Apparently, it lasted him 2 days. So I think it was a good gift. Oh, thank you, Jazzy. That's nice of you to say. Purple work shirt. Big request for when you moved up to Queenstown. What? Eh? The part of Ohio you're from has the Appalachian Southern accent. Oh, cool. Cool. Kill! Thanks, abstract shit. That's nice of you to say. You think I have a nice speaker? Oh, thank you, Prince Bloodygrave. I feel like there was the woman who did my speech lessons. I feel like her name was Christine. I think. And she sounded so posh, you know. She wasn't posh, but she sounded posh. My school principal, on the other hand, was very posh, and she'd be like, "Hello, girls. Would you mind helping me with this task at the moment? Would you mind spending a little bit of free time?" Anyway, she was very posh. Could I please say hello to a fellow Brazilian girl? Hello, fellow Brazilian girl. Come to Brazil. Oh yeah, this is a lovely song, isn't it? Hey, Talita Rodriguez? He would have loved that. He once left a massive bag of meat on the counter of your flat in 2207 and then went to Auckland for 4 days. Oh, lovely. Nice. I should give the Northern Irish accent a go. That one's hard, man. And I would have to, okay, I can quite imitate accents. It's like a party trick, but I haven't like listened to, it helps to like listen to them or be around them for a while. While I was in Glasgow, I could imitate, I think, pretty well a Glaswegian accent. I'm not going to do it, but being around it, I was paying attention to it, you know? I was like paying attention to all the vowel sounds and stuff like that. And I felt like I could do it fairly well, but it's been a long time since I've practiced, and I'm not going to practice now in front of everybody watching because it's very embarrassing. But you're from Northern Ireland. No way, Robert, I can't. Northern Irish accents are really hard. You're in Glasgow, all right, Hen. I love that. I love being called Hen. It's so sweet. Oh. Sasha! Hi! Yes, it is cow like cow and art. I have watched you since you first came onto YouTube. Love you so much. I'm from Anderson, South Carolina in America. Oh, thank you so much. Cheers to you. Hang on. Oh, did you hear that? That's me pretending to clink glasses because, you know, you're kind of far away. We are sipping Jazzy on blackcurrant juice in a wine glass. Romantic. That'll make water more interesting. So, I think the Carolinas have quite a nice accent, don't they? Thank you so much, Sasha. Oh my god, since I was first on YouTube, it was so long ago. Holy crap. When I think about that, it's like it's been like 8.5 years or something nuts like that. Whee! So thanks, like, wow, thank you for sticking around for such a long time. My goodness. I mean, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, Vanessa, did you just get here? I'm only here for another few minutes. I have to go, because I have to do my Patreon stream, and then I have to go and do some work. I have to get on the video up. I don't think I've ever had a tequila sunrise. No. Yes, Christred, I would very much like to visit France. I know it's not possible to go there now, but Mr. Al can speak some French, so I would very much like to take him to France, do all the French stuff there. Since about 2015 or so. 2015. Oh, right. I had to think about that for a second. Prince Blockmore. Golly, yeah, that's a while. Wow, thanks. The Carolina accent is great if you have a year to wait for them to say hello. Oh, it's a slow way of speaking. But I'm sure it sounds lovely. I feel like, I know that sort of part of the country has got quite pleasant sounding accents, I think. My Valley Girl accent, mine. I mean, I don't know. Oh, that's something I was going to say before, and I'll say it when you just meet hip hop. Someone asked me, like, right at the very beginning, when are you dropping your hip hop album? I'm like, well, never. But I have had 2 ideas for hip hop albums. Years ago, I had this idea to like make up this character, and like basically just, you know how like so much of rap music is like about how my life was so tough and I started out and things were really hard and now look at me, I'm all successful. You know? Like, I think it's funny listening to fucking, like, Izzy Azalea. Is it Iggy? Iggy Azalea? Iggy? Izzy? I can't remember. Her. You know her, that Australian chick. And she's, like, going on about how tough her life was in Australia. It's like, you live in fucking Australia. It's like, you guys make so... I don't know. It's like, I'm sorry. I can't imagine. Anyway. So I was like, I had this idea just to make up this character and release like a hip hop album being like, my life was fine. My childhood was like, it's good, it's fine. Nothing out of the ordinary, just fine. Yo, yo, yo. Repping for the middle classes. Oh, Becky. Oh, thank you so much, Becky. See you on Patreon soon. Yes, indeed. Yes, you are, indeed. Very much. OG Belfry Bat. Yes, and see you shortly. Oh, Orange Face, you're off to bed. No, thank you, Orange Face. You're awesome. And dark as night. Oh, thank you. Well, well, well. Good night to you, Orange Face. Sweet dreams and get all nice and cozy in bed. Bed's great, isn't it? See you next time we see you, my dear. Oh, thank you so much, Diane. Thank you so much. Don't thank you so much. And no, not Iggy Pop. Iggy Azalea. Is it Iggy Azalea or Izzy Azalea? I can't remember. I can't stand her. Anyway. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks so much, you guys. But I'll tell you my other idea. I was like, well, I don't like hip hop and rap, but I do seem to have a bit of a knack for it. It is Iggy, is it? Okay, thank you. Sorry. I'm ignorant. I'm ignorant. I do seem to have a bit of a knack for it. Maybe I'm imagining that, but I find it very easy to remember, and I find it quite easy to write, actually. But I was like, has anyone heard of chat pop? Chat pop. I was like, well, it would be more appropriate for me to release a chat pop album if I was ever going to do that kind of thing, because that would be funny. Yes, Professor Elemental and Mr. B the Gentleman Rhymer are like the only ones, right? Chat pop never really took off in a big way, but it is fucking funny. I've actually seen Professor Elemental live before I knew who he was. I saw him at the Bizarre Ball in London. I was dressed as an 18th century dandy, as one does. And I just remembered seeing this guy rapping about tea. You know, when I say ooh, you say long. Ooh, long. Ooh, long. It's so funny. It's a great song, that. Bring me my fighting corset. What? Fighting trousers? No, not those trousers. Oh, thank you, Renacado. Yeah. So I was like, well, I could totally do a chat pop album. Like, that would be... There could be three... I know. I don't think there's any female chat pop artists. So I'm like, well, if I was gonna do a project like that at some point in my life, it would be a lot more, like, appropriate if it was chat pop rather than hip hop. Because I'm just not cool enough to do hip hop. I'm not fly or whatever the word is. Sasha, no, oh my, what? You just proposed to your girlfriend today and she said yes. Oh my gosh. I literally love you. Thanks for helping through the hard times. Clinks glass. Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, 1,000 congratulations. Oh god. Well, that's a wonderful thing to end. That's really great. That's a really great thing to end on, isn't it? Oh, 1,000 congratulations to you, Sasha, and to your girlfriend, who was now, I suppose, your fiance. You can call her your fiance now, not your girlfriend. You've graduated into the next stage of relationship. Wow, wonderful. Oh, look at all these. Look at all the love. Look at all the love. Yeah. I'm just reading all the nice messages of... See, look, everyone's congratulating you. That's very, very fucking exciting. I'm so happy for you. I really want to, hear how you did it. I have to go. I want to know how you... I want to know... I kind of want... I don't know. I like proposals. Was it, did you plan it for a while? Did you plan, a whole big thing? Or did you just kind of just do it? How exciting. I love love. Woo! I better finish this then. If it were actually alcohol, it would be yeah. It would be more intense if I actually, like, chugged it. Oh, that's so cute, Kay. Yeah, I kind of want to hear the story. You don't have to tell us if you don't want to, but... Aw. Love is totally a real thing, video maker. Which spell did you use? Says Kelsey. Sometimes we don't need love spells. Sometimes we just love people and they love us back. Oh. I'll have to practice, Robert. Right? I'll have to practice, because Northern Ireland accents are fucking difficult, okay? I used to have a boyfriend from Dublin, so, like, I could imitate maybe, like, a Dublin accent, okay? But Northern, like, Belfast or whatever is, like, is really different. To me, it's like, I don't even really know where to start. Seriously, what the fuck, Chapop? Look it up, video maker. You won't regret it. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. Alright. Okay, alright. Alright, I've gotta go. I want to hear the story, but maybe next time? Oh, thank you, Astro Boy. I'm good, Alonzo, you good? Your boyfriend and you zinged meeting, it was love at first sight. Ah. Ooh. Hang on. Oh, thank you, No One's Antidote. I'm actually just about to go. I've got to go do my Patreon stream. If anyone's like... okay. Okay, so I definitely didn't plan it, but you saw the ring and just thought of her, and you were like, oh my god, I want to marry this girl. But I took her to her favourite spot, which is a spot on the lake. And you just, like, got down on one knee and... Oh my god, so it was kind of like a sign from the divine or something. You just saw this ring and were like, that's what I'm gonna do. Well, she said yes. It's clearly a good idea. Wow. Oh my god. So romantic. I love that sort of thing. I love happy love stories. Oh, how wonderfully exciting. All the absolute best to you and your fiancé, my dear Sasha. It sounds so lovely, a spot on the lake. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you both. So much love and all the very, very best. And now you get to plan a wedding. Which is, well, we'll get married one day. I'm just too disorganized. Oh, Candy. Thank you so much, Candy. Good night to you, Mr. Owl. Love to you both. Love to you back, too. See you next time we see you. Oh, I can't wait, Finley. That's I can't wait to see what you come up with. First thing in the morning in the UK. Alright, have a good day, Megan. Have a good day to all of you in the UK and around Europe, for whom it is early in the day. And for the rest of you, for whom it is night time. The Patreon stream, Diva, it's for those who've joined my Patreon, it's only like $3 for like the whole month. And Hootfiends just posted the link there. Basically, it keeps me alive. It's just like an hour, but it's a nice, like, little private chat, and it's always very pleasant and intimate. Alright, everyone else, I'll see you next week. I'll have another video up in the next day or so. Hopefully it'll be a fun video and not just, well, it could really like it could either be really fun and funny, or it could be like really bruising to my self-esteem. Not that I have any of that anyway, but what little self-esteem I have, it may bruise it. We'll see. Alright. Oh, Anna. I'm just about to go, so hopefully I'll see you next time. Yes. Alright, all the very best, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much for those of you who've been so generous. And thank you very, very much for keeping me company this afternoon. I hope you've had a nice time. Yeah? Hello and goodbye for Hamwich from Singapore. Cherry, goodbye, everybody. See you soon. Take care.